It was 1803. A man named George Forster disappears along with his child and wife. A few days later, his wife and child's body was discovered in the Paddington Canal. Investigation started after this horrifying discovery. As soon as the investigation was completed, solid evidence was found against him, and his trial took place at the Old Bailey. In the trial, he was found guilty and was hanged. But do you know what happened to his body afterwards? His corpse was given to Aldini Giovanni, a scientist, for his experiment. And this experiment turns out to be the most horrifying experiments of all time, the Frankenstein Experiment. Today, we will be discussing about this mysterious experiment. The experiment was performed in the public by Aldini Giovanni on the evening of the same day of Forster's execution. Many popular scientists as well as public came to see the experiment, unaware that they were going to witness one of the most disturbing experiments in history. Aldini first laid Forster's corpse on a stretcher. Then he took two wires connected to a large high-power battery and then attached them to different parts of Forster's body. Then he turned on the circuits, allowing the current to flow through his brain. For the few seconds, nothing happened. But then, suddenly Forster's corpse opened his jaw. This was just the beginning. As he continued to pass electricity, the corpse slightly opened his left eye. Seeing this disturbing sight, everyone started screaming. The silent hall filled with chaos. Some of them who couldn't bear this anymore went back home. On the other hand, Forster's corpse didn't stop. His arms moved violently and shot up in the air just like he was reanimated. At this moment, Mr. Past, who was the lawyer of the Forster's case, couldn't bear this anymore and died on the spot of heart attack. Aldini was an Italian scientist who made significant contributions to electricity and its role in our body. His experiments on dead bodies made him so famous. According to him, electricity was a life force which animated life, and by applying this force to deceased ones, life could be restored. This thought was based on the principles of early galvanism, a term that came from his uncle Luigi Giovanni. Aldini studied galvanism with his uncle. This horrifying experiment was an important step in understanding how nervous system works. Not only this experiment has sparked curiosity in the world of science, but it also gave rise to some brilliant ideas in science fiction. The novel Frankenstein's idea is believed to be adopted from this experiment. So that's everything about the Frankenstein experiment. It's important to note that this experiment was meant to show that how electricity affects our body. Although Aldini's motives were to revive deceased people, but by our current science knowledge, we know that it's extremely challenging to reanimate a dead person. But Aldini's experiment opened new paths of human knowledge. Maybe in the future world, we will be able to reanimate dead people, making humanity immortal. Subscribe to our channel to join me on this journey of unraveling the mysteries of the universe. Meet you in the next video. Until that time, bye.